guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back for another video, and this video is going to be a little different than what I'm used to doing because I'm not a very negative person, but I'm going to have to be negative today and it hurts me, but we're going to get through it. We'll get through it together, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're enjoying watching these videos that I'm putting up for you guys. This is a really quick video. It's gonna come up into the YouTube world like boom, real quickly. I'm not gonna do much editing with it. I'm not gonna do much, blah blah. I'm gonna get it up there. And the reason I want to get it up there in a timely manner is because I want to warn you guys about something that happened to me, and this is my first negative experience with this company. So I don't even know how to talk about it. I don't know how to take this, guys. It's just one of these things. But anyway, so yesterday was Christmas Eve. Today is Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas to all of my friends out there. I love you guys and many blessings to you, and a Happy New Year. So yesterday was Christmas Eve and I went on a duck hunt, okay? We serve roast duck for Christmas Day. That's what I do, okay? I'm getting ready to cook my duck today, so that's what I do. And here in the Atlanta area, there was a rush on duck. I went to Publix, I went to Kroger, I went to Fresh Market. I literally went to all of these different places and they did not have any duck left. So we are like, whack, 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 what are we gonna do? So my husband had the brilliant idea, actually we both discussed it, that we would go to an outdoor mall here in Atlanta. It's called Avalon, and we would go up there because we knew that there was a Whole Foods over there, and last ditch effort, we're going to go into Whole Foods and we're going to get to see if they have any duck, frozen duck, fresh duck. It doesn't matter as long as it's duck, right? So I got all this kind of little humorous thing going in my family. We're on a duck hunt. It's going to be Duck Dynasty. We're going to wear camo, I mean the whole 9 yards. But one of the things that we wanted to do was go have breakfast first, because we hit it like really first thing in the morning. Go hit breakfast first, and then go and get our duck. So the way the layout is on this mall, if you can kind of picture this, vision it, it's an outdoor mall. It's very pretty. It has a lot of exclusive kind of boutique type of shops there. There's Crate and Barrel there. There's Jose Banks, there's Tommy Bahama. There's a lot of, there's a lot of nice things there. There's also a skating ring that they have for the winter months, and then they turn it into like an outdoor sitting area, kind of, I think people come and do maybe some music or something there, kind of like a little entertainment area for the summer months, okay? So the kids were having fun. There were ice skating and everything. And I told my husband, since we're early, I said, let's not park all the way where that is. Let's park in the Whole Foods parking lot. So we get a good place, then we'll scoot on over to have breakfast, which, for us doesn't take more than 30 minutes. And then we'll come on back and we'll get our duck. Okay. So that's what we did. We went ahead and we parked in the Whole Foods parking lot, and we parked there. And the first thing I noticed, and maybe it's my background or whatever, I'm very familiar with law enforcement, undercover, things like that. So I see a young man with like a little cap on and a jacket, and he's next to his like a pickup truck, and he's just having a smoke, and basically he's got some coffee with him and everything. And I glance over. I always take note about my surroundings. That's just my nature. I'm a very safe-oriented person. I always make a mental note of who's around me, description, things of that nature, just in case. You never know, right? So I see this guy, and I kind of tell my husband, I go, well, undercover's out pretty early in the morning. I guess, with all the shoppers for Christmas Eve, they're right here and kind of looking at the stuff. Well, we're walking, we see a sign, and the sign says, which is, this is legit. The sign says, this is for whole food parking only. You are only allowed to park here while you're shopping. You cannot leave your car here. You cannot leave to go somewhere else and then come back. And I looked at that, and he looked at that, and we made what I call, a decision. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but we made a decision. We said, well, we're just grabbing a quick breakfast at this bagel place. We're going to be gone, maybe 20 minutes. Who is going to do anything with our car? I mean, yeah, if we leave it there overnight, or if we're leaving it there for 5-6 hours, duh. Well, but who's going to clock us or watch us going to get a bagel and coming back and then do our shopping? I mean, come on, it's Christmas Eve, So that's what we do. We go ahead, we go get our bagel, we go get our little egg and coffee, and we come on back, and this is where it happens. I see this big orange neon sticker, well, it's like a Post-it on my windshield, and I'm like, oh my God, no. We go closer. My front left tire has been booted. And I'm like, oh my God, I've got to go get the duck. What are we going to do? How are we going to get the duck home? My first reaction wasn't like, oh hell, my car is booted, tragedy. My mother instinct came out, for want of a better word, my wife mother instinct. And the first thing was, my family's not going to have duck because I can't get it home in time because this shit happened. Okay. So we're kind of contemplating. There's a phone number on the sticker, and I'm about to dial the phone number. It's like, okay, let's get this over with as quickly as possible. Probably they're going to be another hour to come out to unboot us and, all this other crap. Well, I'm about to dial when the same stranger guy that we saw earlier is nicely walking towards us with a, one of those, how do you call it, tablet things to write on, where you take notes, the clip thing. And he's got his phone there, and he's got his little square thing for, zipping your credit card. It's so sweet, and it's so professional. And he goes, oh yeah, I saw you guys leave, and there's a sign, and so we had to boot your car. I'm so sorry, but blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We were gone, 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops. We walked literally a half a block, walked back to do, and I go, I'm about to go into Whole Foods. That's where I'm going. I am legitimately going to shop here. It's not like I just ditched my car because I want to go to the airport for 3 days. This is not what it's about. I know, but the sign is the sign. I hate to do that. I feel so bad about this. And I'm like, really? Really? You do? You're in business to do this. You're in business hawking like a freaking hawk, watching everybody go and come. And as soon as they stop over that boundary of leaving the premises, he's there with the freaking boot, okay? I didn't want to argue. It's Christmas Eve. I wanted to get out of there as quickly as possible. I opened up my wallet. First one that came to me, American Express, handed him the damn card, said, write it up, whatever. Left my husband there to deal with him, and I ran into the store to get my duck, which I'm going to show you right now. There's my Whole Foods, you see? And I'm going to show you my duck. Hang on. Ugh, this thing is heavy as all get out. I'm about to lose it. Okay, there's my duck. All right, beautiful duck, right? Organic duck, fresh duck, vegetarian diet, no preservatives, no antibiotics ever, raised without any added hormones. This duck had a very good life, right? and they had plenty in there. I went in there. In fact, my friend called me because he was upset that I had not, oh, now my hands are ducky. He was upset that I hadn't found my duck, and we were on the phone not 5 minutes before I went in to get the duck to say, hey, their Publix has like 4 frozen ducks left. Let me know if you need it, Maria, because I'll call them immediately to put one aside so you can come on up. Well, I didn't want to schlep all the way north. It's far from, Atlanta proper. So I said, okay, let me just go into Whole Foods because I know pretty much that they're going to have the duck, right? But anyway, I digress. So I go in there, I get my duck, get a couple of other things, come out. My husband meets me in there, and he's like, I have a good mind to, like, I don't know, dispute it or call it. I'm like, what is there to dispute? Did we not do the act? Yes, we did. We looked at the thing. We read the sign. We basically didn't take it seriously that they would do it within 30 fucking minutes, that it would be, probably 2 or 3 or 4 hours, and we'd be back in plenty of time. And we just wanted to get our duck. That's it. We just wanted to get the duck, okay? The duck ruled. Maybe I had duck on my mind. I don't know. That's what we did. So anyway, the rant that I want to say, and I love Whole Foods. Don't get me wrong. I go to Whole Foods. I buy their extravagantly expensive food every now and then when I want a good meal, when I want, the freshest, the most organic and everything like that. Will I continue to buy from them? Yes, I will. This isn't about them. Hang on a second. Hold on, just to let you see. This is, I don't want to show you guys my my stuff or anything, but this is the bill. This is the receipt that I got, and it's basically for $75. $75. Okay. I did not want to ruin my Christmas Eve or Christmas because of this, but I will tell you something. I can't imagine a mom or a family who is on a strict budget who says, this year we're going to go to Whole Foods and we're going to buy some really good, food for our family for Christmas, being tossed a $75 bill out of the blue, out of nowhere, to pay immediately. Okay, this could be between, do I have money for my family for gifts and food, or do I get the boot off my car on Christmas Eve? That's what I'm talking about here. I know that we broke the law. I get it. But there's got to be some non-Grinch-like behavior, non-Hawk-like behavior from a booting company, Mr. Advanced Booting Services. Yes, that's their name, Advanced Booting Services, that sits there watching everyone to swoop down on them, between allowing Whole Foods to do that on Christmas Eve. Could there have been a moratorium, is what I'm saying. I get it. Do it every other day. Do it Monday through whatever, Sunday or Saturday when you guys are open. Do it because, okay, for safety reasons, or you don't want cars to be parked there because, if they go to the airport, whatever. But do you really have to do it on Christmas Eve? Do you really have to? Does that make you guys, feel better or what? I mean, people were running in and out, dashing to get their food, dashing to get their last minute items. And they are built literally inside of the mall area. It's not like they are across the street from the mall. It's not like they're a half a block from the mall. They are in the mall. They're legitimately in the mall. If they want people, on the opposite, if they want people parking at the mall in front of Tommy Bahama or in front of anything else, and then these people, while they're shopping at the mall, grab something from from Whole Foods, sorry, not Fresh Market, Whole Foods, the opposite would be, gee, Tommy Bahama said, hey, as long as you shop at Tommy Bahama, we're cool, but don't go to Whole Foods, because the minute you go to Whole Foods, we're going to boot your ass. Okay? You gotta work together as a team. You know, this is a mall. This is where people park and shop. They don't just come for one thing. Nobody just goes, gee, now I'm gonna go get my stuff from Whole Foods. I'm gonna park here, get my stuff, and then I'm gonna go 200 yards to the left just to make sure I'm out of their parking lot, park again, and then resume my shopping at the mall. Okay? Just wanted to put that out there. So this has become our most expensive Christmas dinner. This duck, now the price of the duck to begin with at Whole Foods is not cheap. It was over $23. Plus I bought an extra quarter because we're having enough people over that I needed a little extra. And I think that little quarter of a duck was another, I don't know, $8 or $9. So we're talking this duck, let's just say the $23 duck, okay? I'm not even going to add the quarter duck. Just the $23 duck cost us $23 plus the $75. So this duck has cost us about $100. This is the most expensive duck anyone has ever bought, okay? You can't even go to a restaurant. If you ordered roast duck, it wouldn't have been $100, all right? Again, I wanna, you know, take it off of me, scrape it off of me. This is not gonna ruin my Christmas. It's not gonna ruin my family. I am blessed that this was a hiccup in our life. It was an inconvenience. It made my, you know, blood boil. I said that these people are freaking Grinches and they wanted to ruin my Christmas, but it's not going to happen. So I'm going on with that. Like I said, I'm not going to boycott Whole Foods. I think that their policies need to be looked at a little bit again. And I think that this company is mercenary, basically, because they hijacked my car. They held it for ransom. That's all they did. The guy was there with his little credit card sweeper. He didn't even care. He was walking there. And you know what? When we came out, let me just tell you, he was standing next to another truck. Now his truck was maybe 3 or 4 trucks away from this other black vehicle. And it had a orange sticker around it. And he was standing right there waiting for the people to come on back so that he could, you know, get his $75. And that is what they prey upon. They prey upon the customers of Whole Foods coming and going. And maybe if I would have parked, you know, 2 or 3 lanes over, maybe he wouldn't have been able to tell. But I have a feeling that there was more than one of this person from this company in the parking lot. I can bet you there was one on one side of the parking lot, one on the other side of the parking lot, and one in the middle aisle, so that they were watching everybody going in and out. Now, again, that almost makes me feel creepy, okay? Because how the hell do I know that this guy, okay, he's grabbing money from everybody, but it is a legitimate, you know, company. But what if these people are like, you know, legitimately watching your coming and going on Christmas Eve, that you're shopping, what you're shopping, where you're buying it, what you spent your money on? It could have been, you know, a really negative situation where, you know, these people are there to, you know, do no good. Obviously they, you know, they were just doing good. Anyway, thank you for listening to me, guys. Again, I'm not saying that I was right, but there should have been a little bit of bending of rules on Christmas Eve, bending of rules just for an hour or two. Hey, let these poor slobs get their damn food, go around, maybe grab something else really quick from the mall, get back in their car. They're not here 5 hours. They're not here 6 hours. They're not taking a place of anyone else. Hey, you know, live and let live, you know. All right, I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. I love you all. Bye bye.